Look there. Here we are, y'all. I guess I better put my charger. I just realized. Hold on. I realized the laptop looks like the battery low. Let me see how much battery we got. Well, I'm up here. It says 23 minutes. I'll be back. We got 5 minutes before we get on.
Cut the music. Rocking and Socking from Fayetteville, Georgia. On this Monday, the 7th of October. Living our best life. How you guys doing? Hope all is well. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Georgia won, the Falcons won, Georgia Tech won. Man, it's Wintersville. We are winners.
Let's see who we got coming on. Well, welcome you guys. Good to see you guys on. Let's see. Hey, everybody. I see y'all are joining in. I better turn my phone on mute. Somebody's liable to always call. So it is Monday, October the 7th. It was just September the other day. Hey, y'all. Everybody come in. Y'all say, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
You see the title of the message today? I changed it.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. Y'all know where I got that from? We get a chance to say y'all in a little bit. It's about a minute before the hour. And we're going to get started. We've been doing some different things with the GodFidence, if you guys haven't noticed. So today, Miss Norma and group that are coming on.
Miss Norma, I'll tell you, she used to be a party girl.
Miss Norma, what you was doing?
She hanging out at Cisco's.
Cisco?
So that was Mr. V's, and Cisco was the place to be in Atlanta.
Is Miss Norma from Atlanta?
It was Miss Norma from Ohio. She came to Atlanta and found the party places.
Hey, Greer. Look at there. Good to see you. It's been a little while since we've seen you. Well, in person. Good. You guys are on. So we are.
Miss Gwen.
It is 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And today is Horace. Oh, happy anniversary, Yvonne Holmes and Horace Holmes. Look, today is Horace and I 52nd.
52nd. That's great. Isn't that great? People don't say married 50 days now.
52nd. My God. Did she say, okay, happy anniversary, Miss Holmes?
That's commitment.
And then here go Miss Norma talking about Cisco's, Mr. V's, and Marco's.
That's right. All three of them. Yeah.
What was you doing? I bet you had on some go-go pants too.
Miss Norma and I we're trying to talk. So we figured out that we had a dance together because that was a hanging place.
That was the spot.
Oh, that was spot, Jack.
Well, look, you guys. It is, hey, Glover, what's going on? So you guys, we are checking out some new things today. We're doing things a little bit different. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Full and I have done some different things with GodFidence over the last few weeks. We've recorded and we posted the GodFidence, so we have a little bit more time. Make sure we didn't have any issues. And today we're actually, yeah. But then today we're coming live from a new platform, and you see the lighting is brighter, and we're in our kitchen. So we also are doing a little bit of a tour of the house. Last week I told you I was going to do a tour, but I went outside, and that did it. The internet cut out, even though we got AT&T fiber and all that went on out the door as soon as I walked outside. And so I just did it from the office. But I realized, and some of you guys who do podcasts or Facebook Lives, y'all probably know this, the newer the system, the better the view is. And like this computer here, it's, brand new, camera and all that stuff. So you guys, I'm excited to see y'all. Baby, you want to say anything before we get started? You got a joke or anything? Look, Fuller been telling me jokes and all kind of stuff, you guys. I just have to be. That's what I've been doing. Fuller be telling these jokes.
It take a week to catch it. So
do you want to tell a joke?
No.
I know you got one in it.
I want to tell one tonight.
Yes. And so we got some things we're going to talk about. We ain't going to be very long tonight. We promise you guys, not that you want us to go shorter, but we are going to keep to, hey, Andre Jackson. Good. Okay. So we're going to get started since Yvonne Holmes had to bring it up. I wasn't going to say nothing, Yvonne Holmes, but I was going to get to it if I could think about it, but you brought it up. So yes, Dallas did win. This has been the season for football.
Yep.
And let's do some highlights real quick.
College football is I live for college football for Saturday. I mean, it's just so much fun and exciting. And you and your mom didn't watch college football until y'all met me.
Yep,
and now y'all love it. It's better than the pro game. It's more exciting.
Yes, and so who won? Got the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yes.
And who they play?
They played Auburn, which is the oldest Southern rivalry football in the South.
Yeah, we love football. Yvonne Holmes and Dawn, everybody, we love football. We can sit around and watch it. In fact, I'm gonna go back a little bit.
Okay.
Because starting on this past weekend, Fuller and I went to Dallas, Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth, and we had a Legal Shield leadership. Well, I had a Legal Shield leadership meeting there, and so Fuller, I scheduled and bought a ticket for the event so Fuller could go with me just to be a part of the event. And on Friday, Friday was kind of a travel day, get inside the facility, get all situated with the hotel. We stayed directly at the Hyatt DFW airport. So that's where everybody stayed. And so we got a chance to go visit our nephew, Rod, who's going through a healing. He had a motorcycle accident. So if you guys got somebody,
God he's all right. I'm telling you.
Y'all tell your friends who got motorcycles, put them things down, put them away. It just ain't safe.
If they got family that care about them,
yes,
it's not the thrill of the ride.
It's
I'm telling you, it is really frightening because he was almost killed.
Yeah, he broke his pelvic area bone, so he's going through a major, healing. He's in a rehab facility, got in good spirits, but so we got a chance to ride. We prayed over. Fuller did an outstanding job, just being supportive and praying with them and giving them some scriptures to start studying. And no matter what, I know some of you guys have children just like we have. No matter what we tell our kids early on, they think they know more than God. They know more than anything,
for
right?
Sure.
And so we have been saying, you guys, y'all are in Texas, y'all are far from us. So get in a good church that's teaching the word, no matter what, as long as they're teaching the word, get in a good church. And so they hadn't done that.
And Texas got more church than liquor stores.
Yeah. They probably did.
A liquor store,
And so, but we encourage, and so people don't listen, and so not that they had to do with anything, but we just encourage them to continue their search to get their children as well as themselves in a good church. So, Yvonne Holmes, I'm done with. So we're gonna come to this though. It's okay, love football season. Okay, I do too. So then Saturday, here comes the event, and so it's just a one day. Pop in, they're going to tell us the latest things that are going on. So I don't know how many of you guys, and not that I'm trying to upsell, but I'm just telling you, we've come up just like the medical insurance. They got those 3-tier plans, like basic, premium, preferred plan. So they started doing that with Legal Shield. Right. And so I thought as I was getting ready to walk out the door and got up that morning, I thought Fuller was going to go with me.
I got up
to the event. I'm getting ready to get my clothes on, and I said, "Babe, you coming with me?" Mm-mm.
I got up and got dressed, and I had breakfast with you.
He did. I said,
"See you off."
You're supposed to go. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just asking you to go with me to be supportive. He's like, "Darling, today is Saturday. It's college football. I already told you when we got married. Before we got married, what do I do on Saturdays?" And I said, "Go with me to the event." He said, "Wrong. I will be in this room. I'll be here when you get back. Go on, do what you got to do. And you don't stay all your day, all as long as you want to. It won't even bother me one bit." I'm like, you know what, Fuller?
I have to minister this coming Wednesday. So if anybody interested, I'm doing Bible study Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock, World Changers Church International. And so I did some reading and getting myself prepared. Games on that I wasn't so excited about. I read some and
then
ready.
Look at Glover talking about LOL, do not disturb. Exactly. In fact, Glover, he had the sign outside the door that said, do not disturb.
That's
don't come clean my room. Don't come pass by the room. And I'm going to take about 3-4 bottles of water off your cart while you sit outside and going to clean somebody else's room.
Tried to call them, though. Tried to say, hey, what about that? So we got the water. Back up. Can I back up?
Yeah, back up. Okay, back up.
She's been telling me about this place, Uncle Julio's, for the longest. And so, you know, how somebody brag about a place so long, and you say, yeah, it's
and you know, in Georgia, you guys don't really eat Mexican like that. Y'all don't know authentic.
When we was growing up, not now. When we grew up, we didn't know nothing about no Mexican talk. We know nothing about tacos.
I've been trying to make some tacos, y'all.
Never heard that.
No tacos.
Never heard that being a taco. When I grew up, we ate food, greens from the garden, tomatoes, peppers. Everything came straight from the garden. We had soul food, and our go-to food was maybe hot dogs, hamburgers, stuff like that. But no, salmon. We ate stuff like that. Okay. We didn't do those kind of
burritos, tacos,
no,
enchiladas.
Never heard except watching westerns on TV, cowboy pictures.
Okay,
you know, that's it.
So then,
Uncle Julio's was the bomb. I mean, I told her I want to go back. I would have had the same meal. I mean, it was so good.
So you guys, some of you who are food connoisseurs, you may have gone to Uncle Julio's, but in Atlanta, when they first brought them here, it was called Casa Grande. And so it wasn't the symbol outside looked like Uncle Julio's from home, but the actual thing was called Casa Grande. They closed during COVID, but they were so good. They're like, they're just like Pappasitos, similar to Pappasitos, right?
Similar.
And so, but the food was so, every time I go home, I'm driving all the way to Fort Worth. By the way, if y'all ain't been to Texas, Fort Worth, Dallas area in a while, it's normal. We went down Division, which is where the Cowboy Stadium is. When I tell you the way they've redone the highways, I wish they would have somebody. We got to vote people in, baby, who take care of our highways better, because they haven't done anything in Atlanta that much.
Relieve the traffic.
And I'm just talking about on 285 North, heading from from Southwest Atlanta, that's from the airport, all the way up north to like Marietta. That whole street going towards highway towards 20, it's a nightmare. Yeah. But in Fort Worth and Dallas, they done so much, you guys, on the highways.
They got bridges and more
like
bridges
this all over. And then there's a toll.
The traffic.
Look, we went through the toll, and I thought the toll was just a couple of bucks. That's what it used to be when we were growing up. A couple of bucks. I went through the toll, and I got a bill for first one was for $4. Right. That was putting my ticket in. Okay, $4 is cool. Then the next one was, I guess, coming back out again and then going back in. $8. Okay. So then the next one, I know Fuller only went to go see Rod
twice,
and we came back from dinner. The bill was, when I put the toll in to leave, it was $32. No, we were taking the car.
That's why they can build out. That's why they can build all the bridges.
That's
right. That's why they build all the bridges.
That thing was $32. And yeah, we ain't cheap. I know that don't sound like a lot. It's not a lot. But if you keep going in and out, it's like parking. And there wasn't even no parking at the hotel. But anyway, so I digress.
I was going to say, but getting in and out the airport is crazy. You can come out and get in your car quick, but all the turns and twists at the airport, I mean, it's big. I think I'm a good driver. I think I drive really good. But I know that's a matter of opinion. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm telling you, it's almost frightening. And then I wouldn't have driven at night.
Yeah,
I mean, it was great. It's a lot.
Yeah, but they do everything by terminal. So if you come to the airport, this is key for anybody going to the DFW airport, not Love Field or two airports, Love Field and DFW. So if you're going to DFW, if you're picking up the person, you need to know the terminal, A, B, C, D, E, and the gate. So the terminal, you can get off on the terminal, but then the terminal has divided into gates. So 1 through 10, 10 through 20, 20 through whatever. You got to know that. Otherwise, you're going to be just running around in a different, in a circle.
Well, we knew all that, but still, it it's crazy getting out that airport. I mean, it
Look,
really.
Here comes Gwen talking about Spaghetti Junction. It's child's play comparison. I'm telling y'all, you heard me. Y'all better go to, if y'all go to DFW, just so you know. So that was Saturday. Fuller would not leave the room. When I came back, Georgia was winning. Austin was texting me about the game, Georgia, and then Alabama and Vanderbilt played.
Beat Alabama.
Yeah. That was a
good game.
I enjoyed that.
It was a good game.
No Alabama fan. And then Sunday comes, and then we got an early morning flight to come back. Y'all, we was tired, but it was a good trip.
Yeah, 3 hours sleep.
3 hours sleep, because I always get a 7 a.m. flight. That means we gotta get up early. So that was a good trip. But so one of the things that I saw, hence the reason why I named this "Hey Y'all," is when I got into the hotel, there was a big old sign on the wall, and it said, "Hey y'all." I said, "Fuller, welcome to Texas." That's what we say. Hey y'all.
And they said too, "Hey y'all."
Hey y'all. The cowboy boots, and you can see the people.
Southern accent was funny.
People with the cowboy hats on, all of that. It was so beautiful to be home. I enjoyed it. Don't want to stay too long, but I enjoyed it. So we got something we were talking about. That's something that actually happened on Sunday. Fuller and I would always have stories for you. And last week, I was talking to you guys about taking a tour of the house. So we did do a little bit of that verbally. I took a video, went outside, and internet was too choppy, so I didn't want to share that with you guys. But today we're in another part of the house. We're in the kitchen, and in the background, instead of me still in the StreamYard, their background, this is our background of our backyard. Y'all probably saw a little bit of that already. We're glad to be in the house, still doing some modifications, changing some things around, giving some things away, sending some things to the consignment shops and all of that. So, but yesterday when we got back, Fuller and I decided to stop by. We were listening to our church. Our pastor Dollar was ministering, and then we stopped and got something to eat. So we were sitting there, and we got some breakfast. And then the waitress comes, and she takes our order. We get some eggs and some sausage, and the bread. This raisin bread or toast comes with your meal, and then a waffle if you want it. So she comes back and she brings me my platter. She brings Fuller his, and Fuller says, I was supposed to have raisin bread. I was supposed to have raisin toast. And I said, listen, all of us. Sometimes we say things out of our mouth and we don't even realize what we're saying because it happens so quick. Is really, Fuller always talks about me being boss. Okay, whatever. So, or bossy. And so, okay, so sometimes I forget.
I'm not saying a word.
Sometimes I forget we even on here. Well, Fuller says, a bossy. I'm just, as a matter of fact, I'm not bossy. I'm just trying to get some stuff done. Come on, let's get some stuff done. So then Fuller, he says something about the toast, and out of my mouth, Yvonne Holmes, I said, Miss Norma, help me. I said, but baby, you didn't ask for that. I'm looking down at my food, and I said it almost with like I was reprimanding him as a child. And I said, you didn't ask her for that. And I didn't say, baby, I didn't put a handle on it. I just said, but you didn't ask for that. So he said back to me, he don't even remember saying it, you guys. But Fuller says back to me, you spoke out of turn.
I said that.
You said that. Like you spoke out of place. He was out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And so Fuller, some of his old him just really came out. And he wasn't being mean, but he did say, I said, when I said it, I caught myself. I said, oh, I'm so sorry, baby. He said, you just spoke out of turn. You
spoke first, though. I didn't say it. Okay.
Yeah, I said what I said to the waitress, and I know she felt like a knife. I felt it. And because the lady that was standing there, the waitress, she stood there. She didn't move, but I had reprimanded him in front of a group of people. Even Paige was sitting across from us. And so when I said it, I felt this dagger like, Darlene, did you just really say that?
But did I say anything that changed my tone?
You didn't.
Did I change the look on my face? Everything?
Mm-hmm. But I felt that it was an insult to him as my husband. And it was just I had talked down to him and corrected him. Y'all ever had, like, I don't know.
Let me say this.
Okay.
She didn't hear me order the raisin toast.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't hear you.
But the lady asked me what I wanted. Darlene had ordered raisin toast. So I said I would have the same thing, but I want cheese and eggs instead of my egg over medium well. So would you think that I would have to say, and the raisin toast? I mean, it would say, and the grits, and but I didn't say, I had to say all of that because I said I want the same thing that you had, except my eggs.
Ms. Norma said, oh, Jesus. and Andre Jackson talking about hilarious. But look, you guys, the reason why I'm bringing it up, and we talk about all this fun stuff, but we're going to get to some marriage stuff in our conversation. But it's those, again, the little things that cause that little tension. And so later on that day, even though Fuller didn't say anything to me about it, I felt I insulted him. And I felt bad for myself because I had become in that moment my old self. Like, trying to tell you what to do. Like I was talking to Paige. Like, you didn't order that. So that's why she didn't bring it. But I didn't say it all of that way. But so later on that day, I went into Fuller and I said, babe, I just want, it was probably later on in the evening. I felt some kind of way because then Fuller, he was going to go to the post office. Now, Miss Norma, you know what the post office is in Fayetteville. It is now 7, 8 o'clock at night. The Cowboys are playing or about to play. Fuller's talking about he's going to the post office to get his mail and stuff. And I'm like, babe, where are you going to get the mail? It's late at night. Yet again, here I am talking to a grown man about what he's doing. And he's like, because I wanted to go to the post office. But so he ended up, maybe about a few minutes later, he went and sat down in his room. And I was like, babe, what you doing? Why you sitting down? I was like, go ahead and go. He was like, well, you ain't got to say go ahead and go. Like, you giving me permission and giving me permission to eat. I got this. And so I ended up later on, I went back to the room and I said, babe, you know what? I really do owe you an apology. I just want to let you know how, when I said what I said earlier, I know just in my knower how that sounded, and it just didn't come. It didn't set right for me. Mm-hmm. And so then that led us up to, we got 11 minutes, you guys. Then it leads me up to Fuller wants to say hi to everybody. Let's start with Wanda Hines and Ernest Fuller and Glover, who laughing at us. What's up? Yeah. And so then Gwen says that's a great example of communication, and it is, because within relationships, in any form, with your girlfriends, with your guy friends, within a relationship, but then that led Fuller later on that day. Baby, can you find that video? Later on that day, I actually posted it on Fuller's page, on his Facebook page, and it began to talk about these things that we say in marriage to one another, or things that you dating. Want. The things, that you want to do when you're dating. And so when he sent it, here goes.
We have to agree to these 7 rules. Number 1 is we will never go to bed mad or sleep on the couch, because the reality is we don't even know if we wake up next morning. Number 2, I want at least 1 date night per week, because that's just good for each other's mental health. Number 3, let's not be susceptible. That pollutes a relationship and breaks good communication. So let's just tell each other everything straight, even if it hurts. Number 4, we are not allowed to yell at each other. We can disagree, but not yell. We could easily lose each other from each other's traumas and anger. Number 5, if one of us is going through a harder phase or showing weakness, the other has to step up and be the stronger one in the relationship. Number 6, how about we always agree in public? We can disagree later in private, but not in front of others. Bad people feed themselves off our differences. I don't want that. And finally, number 7, which is probably the most important for me. Let's always say I love you to each other, and especially show it, because I don't want to become simple roommates. Drop a 100 if you agree with me. Leave us a like and a follow if you love the video.
Man, what? And you can find that same video on Fuller's page. I posted it yesterday, but when he sent it, man, it was so powerful, because it was like, don't disrespect your partner in front of other people. And, not just with Fuller and I, and we like to be very transparent, because Norma, Miss Yvonne Holmes knows, she just announced that she's been married for 52 years. She can tell us stories, which she did when we interviewed her last year. Yeah. And so 52 years of marriage, you go through a lot of different scenarios. And Full and I are now 2 years and be 3 years coming up in November. But we're learning, continuing to learn one another. And then I'm also trying to have conversations with my niece who's been married for 3-4 years, just about how to honor your spouse, especially when it relates to having family involved. And sometimes our parents try to tell us stuff like, you need to do this, or don't let your husband do this, or don't let your wife should be doing X, Y, Z. You know how our parents get involved. My mom will sit here sometimes, but one thing I will say, I told Fuller, my mom never, especially with Fuller, she didn't do it with David either, but with Fuller, she don't ever tell me nothing about what I need to do. Other than she'll say, Darlene, did you go check on Fuller? Did you go check? She don't call him Kenneth, she calls him Fuller. And so, because my mom, when she don't like you, she don't like you. But one thing she don't do, she knows a grown man when she see a grown man. But so, baby, what you gonna say?
I just say you can be a grown man without raising your voice, without being demanding, because I truly believe that you get what you give away. I truly believe that love and kindness is always in season. See, you was convicted not by what I said. Yeah. You was convicted about my love and kindness because I didn't show no expressions. Wow. And I didn't move. So wrath, anger, it begot more anger, angry. If you raise your voice and scream, you elevate your voice. And now here we are. I was married over 50 years myself. And my boys can never say they heard me ever raise my voice against my wife, with my wife. So my late wife, I just believe that, I cannot do the work of the Holy Spirit. Yeah. So it's not that I ain't no punk now. Yeah, you know that. I'm not gonna. You can only go so far, but love and kindness are always in season. You reap what you sow. Yeah. Love is always giving and kind and considerate. It don't have a debit and balance account. What's that message I preach that you like to hear?
Nothing goes unnoticed.
Nothing goes unnoticed or unrewarded. And so I just think I want to do it God's way, because that's someone in the relationship got to be calm. But that's what make us a great couple is you kind of on the aggressive side, and I'm on the calm and peaceful side, because I don't get excited. I don't. It's hard to get me rattled or bothered. Yeah. And this has happened in the past where we might have had a disagreement, or you said something that you shouldn't have said, and then I'll wait. I won't address it then. I'll wait and address it later, so I can say it the way it needs to be said, with the attitude and everything. So that's what you do. So I address it so it won't happen again. Yeah. So Darlene and I are a great couple, and I love her. I mean, she's one of the most kindest, considerate people that I ever met. Giving, I love her for that, for her kindness. She can be a little aggressive or bossy, but that's her nature. And one thing we said that we would do was consider where it was coming from. I knew it was coming from a good place. I knew it was coming from your heart, and you care. So you don't never mean to offend me or disrespectful. And you, I think I didn't even pay no attention, really. I had forgotten about it because it was so insignificant to me. I just forgotten about it, because if it was meant something to me, you know how I can look. So you know.
But I think as a couple though, or the other person gets so many of those jabs at them, and then they become immune to it. They don't say anything, and over time, that's how people end up.
Well, I would never come immune to it. That's not me.
Yeah.
That's my. Because I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna address it.
Yeah. And so, but
it can in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
And you just take things for granted, and you don't respect and you don't honor, and that's when you start losing the relationship.
Yeah. And
when they're not honest with each other, that's why I address it later if it bothers me, because I'm not going to. I used to say, sweep it down the rug, sweep it down. Why that rug got a lump in it, and you're gonna keep on falling over it. So just but know how to deal with it, know when to deal with it.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with it right then or be it when you are not in the right spirit, but always do it, because Gwen said earlier, communication is the key. And that's it. Knowing your spouse, and know his or her intent, the way they meant it, and that helps out a lot.
Yeah. And
I used to say, one of the things that about a marriage or relationship, understanding. If I understand that's your way, you understand that that's my way, you least likely to be upset. So that's
and this is what Fuller has said to me before. Hold on, don't go there. When he does something like that, where he's like, this conversation is over, then I know to back down. But on Sunday he didn't do that. But what I started to title today's GodFidence episode 6, I started out by saying learning how to apologize. And we need to learn how to apologize. Sometimes we know we've done something and we've said something wrong, and it's true for our kids too. We have to apologize to our kids when we do something or say something to our kids to damage their spirit. Then sometimes we need to learn how to say I'm sorry to them, and so that they know you're human, right? And that's in our relationship, especially with our spouse. And so thank you guys for joining GodFidence. Today we are live. That won't always be the case, so you'll see us chatting with you. So just trying to rectify, we got this beautiful house, as you guys can see. Let me do a little spin. Can I do a little small spin? So this is kitchen. Got stuff in the way. Y'all see we're doing our little house, little tour, just around and around and around. We're getting some things together. Finally, got our little light going. But Ron is in the background over there working on our my mud room. But this is the other thing I want to tell you guys. When I tell you guys, I love Fuller, this man right here, because look, the builder came over today, was talking to us. My baby know his lane. He let the builder just talk to me. This is probably true for the other ladies too. Fuller just sit over here. He may stand there. He'd be like, "You talk to Darlene. You ain't got to talk to me. You talk to her."
She's the one that's creative.
That'd be so funny to me.
This is a masterpiece. But I stood there as a man.
Yeah.
And look him dead in the eye. He looks me in the eye, because I want to know whatever she's saying. That's what goes. That's what's doing. And nobody's going to disrespect my wife. Now, if you want to see me, the old Kenny Fuller, ugly Kenny Fuller, now disrespect my wife or do something to my children, I'm a different animal. So I hadn't gotten that out. I hadn't submitted that to the Holy Ghost yet. So
y'all.
And I'm not a bishop when I'm talking about my wife.
Hey y'all. So anyway, you guys, we'll see you next Monday. It is 6:30 already, and it's time for us to say goodbye to all our family and our friends. We'll see you guys next week on GodFidence. If y'all got some topics,
can I just tell them one thing about how it used to be?
Okay, tell me.
Do I have no time?
You do.
I remember my sister Linda, our oldest sister, and she had this guy on the job. Happened to be a wonderful person. And so this guy was harassing her. He said he would kick the back of her desk and follow her and go and stare her down at lunch and all kind of stuff like that. So she told me about it. I said, "I'll take care of it for you." She said, what you can?" I said, "Okay." So I goes on her job, and she going out, and I wait till the guy get on the elevator, and Linda and I got on the elevator with him. I was like, "I hear you been harassing my sister." I said, "Man, if you do that one more time," and this had gone on for like a year or more, and I said, "You do it again, I'll be here when you get off." And I walked up on him and let him know I wasn't playing. And Linda said that guy never bothered her again. Yeah, because I didn't play about even my sister when they were young and they was dating. They said, "I ain't gonna tell my brother on you," because I didn't play that. I didn't play that about the people I love at all.
It's something about Fuller's voice. I know when he was a little boy, he didn't have this voice, but it's something when you walk in a room, when you talk about that one confession that says your presence demands an explanation. When I tell you, when Fuller walk in the room and he start talking, people stop. We could tell y'all some stories about stuff that Fuller has done, like in church or ministry or people that he oversees. You'd be like, my goodness. And I've learned a lot just being married a short time. Look, you guys, this is the end of our broadcast. Wow. It is 6:30. It's gone by so fast.
We did 30 more minutes and we said we're going to do 15.
Yeah, look, baby. But
we tried. No, we're working on it.
But
be patient.
Look,
be patient.
New laptop, new results. So here we go. Thank you guys for joining us. It is time for us to say goodbye to all our friends. Hey, Kirk Arnold, good to see you guys. Wanda Hines and everybody else we missed saying hi to. We love you guys. And Fuller's going to take us on out with a song. That ugly face. You know how you say that? Don't know what to Y'all know we don't know the words. Y'all, we look. Hey, you guys. Hey, y'all. See you later.